Hello, darling. Welcome back. I know you've been feeling a bit anxious about this meeting, but you don't need to. I'm here to help you, and we'll just take it at your own speed, okay? Okay, well, first of all, tell me a little bit about how you've been doing lately and what you've been up to. Have you been out the house much? Okay. That's a good start. Yeah, even small steps are worth noting. That's great progress. Have you seen many friends at all? I understand. Yes, sometimes others' lives can get quite busy. But, if they're good friends, they'll make time for you as well. Yeah. So, how have you been feeling health-wise? Physically, I mean. Drinking, smoking. Do you find that you're staying longer in bed in the morning, not wanting to get up? Oh, bless you. Yeah. We all have days like that. Even me. Quite a lot, actually. Yes. Plenty of people do, but it's not about others. This is about you. You need to focus on you right now. I want you to tell me what exactly you've been struggling with lately. Sleep is obviously a huge one. Always. Been very consistent throughout your life that you've been struggling with it. Do you think that sometimes stress from work can make it worse? Sometimes physical activities can help. To keep you healthy as well. And sometimes healthy body, healthy mind. Yeah. Sometimes the mind is stubborn though, and it will take a little bit more than that. You'll have good days and bad days. I think that's worth noting. I think that's rather important. Not every day can be a good day, even if you are feeling better. But it's not a setback. That's just life. And sadly, we all get those. Well, sleep seems to be the biggest issue in your life. So I have some triggers here with me to see what might work and help you feel a bit more relaxed and a bit more sleepy, okay? Okay. Now tell me, what are your favourite triggers? Yeah, they are quite popular. For myself, well, sometimes even just somebody stroking my hair is quite relaxing. Sometimes just whispering, but you can't really understand what the person's saying. When I was a child, I used to listen to cassette tapes. I would listen to The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, The Wind in the Willows, more British-based classics. Yeah. It wasn't even so much the story, it was just the sound and having something there. We should just check you out first though and make sure that you are physically as healthy as you can be. So, have you been getting headaches at all? When do you get them roughly? Right. Do you think that is due to lack of sleep, or do you feel like it's sort of on and off in the daytime as well, just randomly? Right, okay. I wouldn't worry too much to begin with, but if it becomes more persistent, then might be able to recommend some kind of herbal teas that might help. Yes, I do prefer a natural approach to things. Do you like tea? Okay then. Yes, you do drink a lot of coffee, don't you? Yeah. Coffee is not terrible, But I would say don't drink it too close to bed. But I know it sounds silly saying that because it seems obvious, but I would give it at least 4 to 5 hours. Yeah, I would try and limit your intake. I mean, I found out I was actually allergic to caffeine, unfortunately. I do ignore it though, and I do have 1 or 2 occasionally. I pick my moments and then suffer later. Yeah, it's just finding out what helps you at the time. Sometimes it's worth it, sometimes not so much. Yes. Can I just feel underneath your chin? Okay. You just seem to have a slight croak in your voice. I'm just checking your glands. Right, okay. Yeah, it seems to be okay. You're feeling a little bit under the weather. Yeah, the problem with lack of sleep is it lowers your immunity to pretty much everything. You may have picked up a common cold. They're very annoying, aren't they? There's no cure still, sadly. But hopefully the more sleep you get, the better that will be. Yeah, you'll recover quicker. You need to make sure that you're physically strong and healthy to fight these things off. It's kind of a vicious cycle, really. You need to eat well, sleep well, same old boring things. I'm pretty sure every doctor's probably told you already. But sadly, that's all that we can tell you, I'm afraid, for that, because it has been proven to help. Do you have many plants in your house? Right, well, with plants they can help clear your mind and, regulate oxygen in your room, which is really important, especially if you've got a bit of a foggy head. Yeah. What is the air like where you live? Pollution levels shouldn't be too bad. And what's the noise like? Neighbours? Dog barking constantly? That's very unfortunate. I'm very sorry. I do have a dog myself, but he definitely doesn't bark constantly. He likes to chase birds around the garden. He thinks he can catch them when they're in the air. Okay, well, I would maybe have a word with your neighbour about the dog, just to see if, they can do anything to quieten the dog down. It's not going to help you sleep, even if everything else works. I'm afraid the dog barking will not help. It's difficult. And your neighbours, are they nice? Do you have regular contact with them? Just the hello, good morning kind of thing. Yeah. Well, that's good. At least you've got people that are relatively friendly around you. Yes. And it can be hard. I think as well, if you don't manage to see your friends so much, sometimes just watching YouTube videos or streams online can help. Just take your mind off things. Do you do that often? Yeah, that's good. I mean, when I was growing up, teachers would say, TV rots your brain, etc. But actually, it enhances your brain. Yeah, it helps you learn social situations, interactions, vocabulary and things like that. But it is very mentally stimulating again, so I would say maybe put something calmer on. Maybe ASMR, for example. Do you know what that is? Okay, it stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. Oh, you have heard. Yeah, you've heard of it. Brilliant. Do you find that helps you? Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, I actually watch it myself, and I do find it helps at times. Not always. Sometimes if I watch it too much, it doesn't work as well, but there's so many fantastic people out there trying to help. Yeah. Do you have friends online that you talk to? You have more friends online than in real life? Yes, well, again, people used to say back in the day, meeting people online is quite shady, but actually, it's how you find people that are like you. It's a lot easier. It's sort of like a quick search to finding people that like what you like, enjoy what you enjoy. Like-minded people make you feel less alone in the world. There's so many of us after all. Yeah. And work, how's that going? Bit monotonous. Same thing every day. Might be helpful to break up your routine a little bit. Have you thought about looking for other jobs? Might be of some use to you, but don't worry about that too much. Don't let it stress you. Yes. I myself had a doctor once that said if I was really struggling at work with anxiety, to just leave. And you know, depending on your situation, if you have somebody that you can stay with to help you out for a little while, it was pretty good advice. Yeah. If it's not stressful, then that's good. But if it becomes stressful, just remember that you come first. Do whatever you can to help relax yourself and take the weight off. Maybe mention it to a colleague. Yeah. Or your boss, for example. Are they quite good at dealing with situations like that? Right, yeah. Well, they should show compassion in the workplace. Otherwise, they're not really worth working for, are they? Your health comes first. Always remember that. Because if you're healthy, it allows you to go on and do great things that I know you can. Always take care of yourself first, most important. Okay. Well, now then, we'll get to some triggers. And we'll just see how you respond to them. So I have some little tweezers here. And I'm going to pluck away the negative thoughts. Are you ready? You can close your eyes or leave them open, it's entirely up to you. Okay. And starting now. I'm just taking them from your mind and dropping them onto the table. Bloop. This is a rather long bad thought that we don't want in your mind anymore. So I'm taking it from you. And you don't need to worry about it anymore. Just follow the tweezers. Just follow, follow, follow. And the bad thoughts are falling down, down, down. And down, 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 and down. Just follow the tweezers and watch the negativity fall. It's all about perspective. Don't let these bad thoughts waste any more of your time or your life. You are worth so much more than these. They are insignificant compared to the span of your life. And you deserve better. my fingers for a moment. Sleepy, 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 sleepy. Okay, your eyelids are looking slightly heavier, so that's good. Now, I have a brush here, and I'm going to, if it's okay, lightly brush your face. Are you ticklish at all? Right, okay. Brush, 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 brush. Going to start in circular motions. Down your cheek, across your chin, up your cheek, across your forehead. Sweeping, 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 sweeping. Just follow the brush for me with your eyes, but keep your head still. And round, and round, and round, and round, and round. Okay, you're doing really, really well. Don't let anything enter your mind, just keep your mind empty. Focus on the brush. I'm going to swoop side to side now. Side to side, side to side, side to side, side to side, side. Fantastic. You deserve some peace after everything that you've been through. You deserve some peace. Okay. Next, I have some rather large gloves. I am a small-handed doctor, so unfortunately all the gloves aren't always too big, but they make good sounds. Just follow my fingers. Ready? And now follow my index finger and focus on the fact that my finger does not touch the end of the glove. And side, side, to 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 side. Think of me as a conductor. I'm conducting you to sleep. Side, middle, side, to middle, side, to middle, to side, to middle, to the side, to the middle, to the side, to the middle, to the side, and to the middle. Okay. How are you feeling? Okay. Well, that's good. We will continue this next visit. I don't want to overwhelm you with too many triggers to start with. We're just finding out what works best for you. Okay. Well, you take care of yourself, and know how you're doing until our next session, okay? Don't be a stranger. Keep in contact and let me know that you're okay. Okay. I'll review our notes from this session and I will catch up with you. Take care now. Goodbye.